Om Shanti. Sorry for the late start. Let's just take a moment to relax like we always do. So just breathe in and let the day go. Come to center. Know that everything is okay. Know that you are a peaceful soul. Know that you are claiming peace right now. And then let your energy of peace spread. Just put that out. Spread that beautiful, calming, peaceful energy. Feel that the world is catching, like the sunshine, like the rays of the sun, they're catching your vibration of peace. And then think about the world. While there is peace as you sit and meditate, while there is a tranquil setting behind me, I know the world is a place of turmoil. I know that there's fires on the West Coast that are still out of control. I know that there's political fires here at home. And at the same time, I have to remember there are tranquil settings. I have the power to create the atmosphere at work, at home, wherever I'm at, and make my environment and my setting calm and peaceful. And as we're discussing the world, right now it might be easy to think about peace. Right now it's easy to say the world needs peace. I think tonight we should talk about love, the most beautiful and the most healing power and virtue that there is, love. So as you sit quietly, think about love. Think about pure love. Think about love that has no attachment to it. Think about the love that you are able to give and how you're not expecting a return. Now think about the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, God, Shiva, Jehovah, whatever title we give that Supreme Soul. Think about the love that's emitted from our eternal parent. When I first thought about love, do I have in my mind that type of love that God has? Can I have that power to love unconditionally like God does? But I really want you to think about God's power of love, because that's what the world needs. And I know God never turns off that outpouring of love. It's just that the humans on this planet forget to tune in and take from God's love. And so that's why my role is even more important in giving that love, because people see me, people hear me, and people sense me. But just for a moment, go back to God now, the supreme source of love, the supremely non-violent parent, and get lost in that love for a moment. Just absorb God's love. When I first came to the Brahma Kumaris and I was learning about God, the Supreme Soul, Supreme Father, I loved the fact that they said God is supremely nonviolent, and that God is always, always giving love. Further, it was explained that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, has so much power that for even a moment, God is never looking down and saying, you messed that up. Ah, ah. God never backs away from giving love. And because he's so powerful, if God were to do that, if God were to watch us today and say, you messed up, like a physical parent, if God were to get angry, imagine that vibration and that energy and what that could actually do to us. But instead, with God's love, God is always uplifting, nothing but upliftment. So the Brahma Kumaris really opened my eyes, and I thought about how many religions love the Father, the one Father, but how many religions portray God as also a God of destruction, a God that flooded the planet. And the Brahma Kumaris helped remind me that it's just not true, that God is outside of karma, and that God would never affect us in that way. Now, God does not incarnate like we do, that we, the soul, come into this body. So I, the soul, have taken on this body, and it's named Gregg Blair. And I, the soul, am playing this role through Gregg Blair. God never incarnates. So maybe we're thinking it's easier then for the Supreme Soul to just give love. Maybe it is. But as I hear these things, and I think back to what love is: pure, unconditional, uplifting, compassionate, understanding, generous, etc. I like how that feels. I love being on the receiving end of this kind of love. But can I step back more often? Can I really see that the world, that the entire planet, that all inhabitants need that form of love? Can I recognize that I am the child of the Supreme Soul? And that by being the child of the Supreme Soul, that I can, and that I must, that I have a responsibility to give this love, to remember that I am God's child. Think about that. It's not I, the person from Pakistan, or I, the person from Hollywood, Florida. All souls on this planet are a child of God. All souls are entitled to and should be receiving this form of love. And so through our little meditation tonight, I become lost in love. I do understand God's healing power of love. And I do feel that I have forgotten. I have forgotten what this love looks like and feels like. I have forgotten to claim, to take, to experience, and to become the embodiment of that type of love. And so today I remember that I am a child of God, as is everyone else. I remember that I need to become lost in that love more often. I remember that I need to tune out everything that's going on in the world. And so I look no farther than God himself, the supremely nonviolent parent. And I think I am that offspring. And so I must have that in my soul. Right, in the physical form, I have the genetic blueprint, the DNA of my physical parents. I, the soul, have that same blueprint. This one's quite special. I, the soul, am filled with peace, love, purity, bliss, and power. And now with that power, I recognize everything I heard tonight is not just words. I am the embodiment of love. And I seek to give love more often, by claiming that love from God? Do I need to know anything else? Will I make this political like everything else is? Will I say which God, which religion, which Father? There are many religions, and there are many founders of religions, but there is only one Father, the Supreme Father. And I also want to think that there is only one love going forward. Tonight I've learned what that love is. Maybe tonight I've recalled or remembered what that love is, and it is beautiful. And I deserve it. And while there is only one Father, God is not omnipresent. Maybe I can start looking for God in nature. It's easy to see it in a beautiful sunset. It's easy to see it in water. But I want to start seeing God in others, just so that I can be reminded, if everyone is a child of God, then that means we're all related. I think I've forgotten that as well. I think love as I knew it in the past was selfish, because it was very easy for me to give love to my nuclear family, to those with my last name, to relatives, that kind of thing. But for my neighbors, for those that apparently caused me stress or distress, it was a little bit more difficult to give them love. But tonight I've learned that we are all children of God and we are related. These other souls, every single one that I see and don't see, are part of my family. And so now I can say my love is not limited. I will not share this love with just those who have my last name or with those who are called my family. And now I think about this heart. I've always think about the heart as being symbolic of the soul. Right? When you see that heart, it's like love, like Valentine's Day. The heart is love. And before, when my love was limited, when my love had conditions, I suffered from stress more easily. Things bothered me. If you didn't agree with my political opinion, it wasn't just politics. I felt that knot in my heart, didn't I? Because you didn't agree. Are you tired of that chain around your heart, squeezing you, restricting love? And so tonight I envision my heart, that physical organ, and I see the heart opening. And I see it beating beautifully as it's supposed to. And what does the heart do when it beats? It pumps love. It pumps love through my entire body. And so tonight that chain, that shackle of concern, or even this word that I don't like, hatred, but that shackle has been removed from my heart. And so that I can beat freely again. And now when I think about my heartbeat, because that never stops either, I think about love just flowing through my body. There's no clogs. There's no inhibitions. And this is how I want to see the energy of love that I put out in the world, just like the Supreme Father does, without inhibition. There isn't the slightest trace of malice. There's no concern. There's no question. There's no limitations on who should receive pure love. And again, I'm related to everyone. And so collectively now, I see planet Earth. I see planet Earth And I'm not questioning what's going on in the world right now, but I see planet Earth. And as I do, I give freely the highest form and the highest power, which is love. And I see my planet surrounded by love. And I know right now that that love is healing collectively as we do this. And I know that as we do this, I, through giving, am also receiving. Love does heal everything, doesn't it? There's nothing like love. And so the planet is being healed right now. I am being healed right now. And I'm allowing this. And as I allow, this again becomes a part of me. This power to love. This power to give love. As I go forward over the next 7 days, until we meet again next week, everyone I see, I remind myself as children of God, that is my kin. I am related to you. Anyone I look at, I am related to you. And like God that wants nothing but the absolute best for everyone. Everyone that I see, I want nothing but the absolute best for you. No matter what country you come from, no matter what political affiliation you have, I want nothing but the best for you. And then something beautiful happens. Because I'm linked into that vibration, I am healed. I become healed because I no longer hold any type of anger or question marks towards you. This love is unconditional. And even the animals sense that love. Right? Hummingbirds usually continuously let their wings go nonstop. When your vibration is like this, the animals settle. Nature settles. Because I am settled. So please, it's funny, I never ask please during a meditation. Please think about love as you've heard it tonight. And please don't hold on to that love anymore so that your heart can open. You receive the benefit too in a big, big way. And this is what we need. Be mindful, be loving, be present. Just like Mrs. Vlahos in her words for her husband today. Okay, I am a peaceful soul, Om Shanti. That's what it means, I am a peaceful soul. But now, love is first this week. Remember that love. Have a beautiful week. Experience love and give that love. Om Shanti and good night.